going on, and we got a little bit of something that I wasn't quite ready to get in the mail, so we'll go ahead and take a peek into that. But we're just gonna get ahead and get our live stream happen here with some comments, so I can make sure I can read you guys as that comes in, make sure my GoPro angle is nice and set up for you guys, and we'll hop into this. Gotta make sure I turn the sound off on this guy, and let's just try and get this GoPro angle set up. So where's my hands if I'm at the bench? Just want to make sure I get this set up in the video so I can see where my hands are, make sure you guys can see what's going on. So I'm going to angle this camera a bit more. Hang on. Let's see there. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make some more power with the, okay, you guys can see my feet, so it must be a little bit, just a touch more. But yeah, today we got some sweet stuff in the box, which I was not expecting to get, so I'm super pumped on that. So we'll have to show you what's in the box in a minute here. I just want to make sure I got everything happening here. Live chat, sweet. Yep, if you guys are here, welcome to the stream. It's super early to be streaming, I know, but I just was way too excited for this and I wanted to get into some action right away. So let's go here, just get this set up. Welcome anybody if you're watching the stream right now. Let's just get this set up. Awesome. Okay, there we go. We're all set up. So the first thing we're doing, as you guys read by the title, we got my girlfriend's Honda XR here, and it's time it makes a bit more power because this thing is slacking hard right now. So we'll go ahead. We're just going to pull the first dirt bike out of the way here, and I'll set this over to the side. So what we got going on here with this dirt bike is, today we're going to go over and I'm going to teach you guys and show you how to disassemble and tune, make your carb run like top, because right now the issue with this dirt bike is whenever you go and you're getting on throttle and you get beyond that like half throttle point, it just wants to buh. So every time you rip on the throttle, just buh, it starts bogging down, right? As well as I have an issue here. So here is the this is your idle screw. So what happens is if I turn the idle up to increase the RPMs, it'll jump way higher, and then if I turn it down to bring the RPMs down, it'll just go all the way to where it's stalling. So there is no happy medium. So what I do believe is going on is that there's some debris and shellac because this gas has been sitting. This whole bike had been sitting for a long time when we did buy it. So there was a bunch of varnish inside the tank. So to clear up our varnish for today, we got this stuff here, which hopefully should help that up. And so here we got some carburetor cleaner, and it's removing grime, gum, and varnish. So varnish is what happens when you leave gasoline in a tank and that gas actually evaporates and leaves behind this super nasty like film stuff. So today we'll be going over and using this to try and clean out this carburetor. And if we can clean the carburetor out, we're gonna make a bunch more power, because right now this thing is actually pretty slow. And then, oh, we got some goodies. Got some goodies in here. Let's see if we can see where it's from here. Nope, no labels on the boxes for you guys to see or nothing. Okay, well, there's some good stuff in there which we're gonna show you, which is for the Apollo, but I think we're gonna wait to show you guys the Apollo stuff. And for right now, we're gonna hop into this bike and we'll start pulling all that one apart. So we'll pull this bike out too. So we're gonna need to go ahead and pull the carburetor off. So we're just gonna need to pull these two 10mm bolts off, and bada bing, bada boom. So we'll set the bike over to the side so out of the way. And maybe, oh, that's crunchy. Maybe we'll go ahead and let Instagram know we are live. If anyone's watching, welcome to the video. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Let's go ahead and slap this on here. Just need to snap a photo. We live, baby. If I could spell, we live, baby. Nonetheless, let's get popping this thing apart and get some stuff happening here, boys. So we're gonna need a 10mm, maybe a 12mm. Let's see which one it is. Ah, right. Before we make this grand mistake, we're gonna want to come down here and pull. Make sure you guys can see this. We want to pull the fuel drain line. Oh, there goes my cell phone. I'll throw that in my pocket and zip that sucker up. But We're gonna pull this fuel line out because what's gonna happen is this whole carb bowl is definitely gonna be full of fuel. So when we go to remove the carb, instead of having this pour all over us, we are gonna go ahead and pop this little drain screw here, and that'll empty all the excess fuel that's still inside the carb before we pull it off and spill fuel all over our hands. So we're just gonna get a little bottle to catch the fuel, and we're gonna need a flathead screwdriver. Flathead, where's the flathead, boys? Got a flathead right here, and then we're gonna need a little cup, something like this. Now, if you're gonna do this, make sure you turn the fuel off so the carb doesn't try and keep feeding fuel. I'm just gonna go like this, like this. I'm gonna turn this and open the fuel drain. And there you go, you guys can see that fuel coming out there. And the reason we're doing this is so this fuel isn't spilling all over our hands and all over the counter when we actually pull this carb off. And we'll see here if there's any debris in the bottom of all this fuel here. So let's go ahead and we'll let this sucker drain out. And I definitely need to change the angle of the camera to be much higher up, like this. That should be better. Right? Or is that too high? A little too high. Try a little lower. Right yonder. Okay. Now we got all the fuel is nice and drained out of here. I just want to make sure my hands that you guys can see what I'm doing. Yes, okay, I'm gonna do it just a touch lower. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Just like that, we got all the fuel drained out, so now we're just gonna stick this screw and screw that back in. Like so. Okay. There is definitely, oh right, because this is a Gatorade bottle. I was gonna say, it looks like there's Gatorade or like some other liquid of water in here, but it's because there is. Other than that, this actually looks half decent. That's going good. Cool, just make sure the stream is working peachy. Working peachy peach. Okay, next is we're gonna go ahead and pull the carb off the bike. Let's do that here. Beep doop. They are 10 mils, and we're gonna need a Phillips on this side. So we'll probably do the Phillips actually first. Oh, and I can't wait to show you guys what I got for the Apollo. I was not expecting it to come in the mail today, and it's sweet. I'm super pumped on it. So go ahead. Oh, that clamp's pretty loose actually, now that we touched that. So there's that. Come on, you sucker. Go a little bit more. Should be able to pull this boot right. Holy. Right off like so. Cool. Now we need to go ahead and pull the rest of these little nuts off here. Oh man, can't wait to show you guys what's in the box. What's in the box, boys? Can anyone guess what's in the box? What do we get for the Apollo RFZ? Where did this line go? Ah, right, we're gonna need to pull the one fuel line off. Right. That'll make a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. I need to pull that off, which needs nothing but my hands and a rag. So we'll make a big old mess on ourselves. Whew, it's getting chilly out here, boys. Let's throw our jacket on. Oh, how about we turn a light on too and we can see what's going on out here, man. That's better. Much better. Okay. And we got our rag. We need to pull this fuel line off. Make sure your fuel is turned off, or you're gonna make a big old mess. And there you go, just like that. Pull We'll let that fuel drain like so. Now we just need to get that other 10 mil off. Like so. Why is it still? Oh yeah. Just go ahead and suck the rest of that fuel up here. I'm gonna pull this off. I'll stick that rag back up there. This one's a lot more fun to get to. Don't start a lighter next to my hand. It's got gasoline all over it. Okay, we got our nuts off, boys. Just like so, and our boots off. This whole piece should come right off. Now we just gotta take our throttle slide off. And pull this spring and all this stuff out with your needle. And the carb's probably gonna go the other way a bit easier. Like this, like this, like this. We'll set this back here just to catch any more fuel that wants to keep drippity drippity drip. Like so. Okay, and then we got our carb. Bring this sucker over here. Who we got? Welcome to the chat. Exposed base. Sorry I'm late tuning in. What are you doing? Hey, welcome to the chat, bro. Well, as you can see, we're gonna do a little bit of science. Oh yeah, I can. Jesus. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder, Jesus. Look at this thing. No wonder idled like crap, man. There's so much junk inside of this carb. Like, it's just all around this needle here is just absolutely caked in crap. Nonetheless, hop back into your question here, Exposed Base. Today we are, well, I was gonna do some magicianing. So we're gonna start with diagnosing this piece and make some more power. But then we got a little something in the box that we were waiting for the Apollo. And man, I'm pumped on it. I can't wait to freaking get this thing going because it's got some other stuff to go with it. And I can finally get it all dialed in and yep, I can't wait. I gotta show you guys, but you know, I can't spoil it all yet. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna get some diagnostics happening here. Pull this carb apart. Try and not make a big mess over here with the fuel that's leaking out of it. Adjust our camera angle again, beep a deep. Okay, pull our screen out of there. Yeah boy, what up? A good day, sir? And having fun. Hope you've been riding your bike, getting out, shredding and whatnot. Oh no, did we lose connection? Oh, we're laggy. Oh, we're all good, okay. So yeah, I'll explain what's going on. The whole issue with this carb is, so long story short, as you can see, it's pretty gosh darn dirty inside the carb. And so the idle on this thing, you could like turn the idle up to increase the idle and it would just start revving to the moon, and then you turn the idle down to bring the idle down, and then the bike would die. So it seems like the idle valve, the idle pin, I don't know if you guys can see that here, but down inside this, there's a pin halfway down, because I can't really tell where the GoPro angle is, but there's a pin down in there, and that pin controls your idle. Well, and if it's sticky and got a lot of shit in it, well there you go, that's why it's not working. So we're gonna start disassembling this whole carb. So to do that, yes, here we go. So we're gonna need to take these 3 Phillips screws out, and that'll disassemble the carb bowl off the bottom. So grab our screwdriver over here, but I cannot wait to show you guys what we got in this box, man. I'm so freaking pumped on it. Super pumped. And it came in early. Like I was gonna do a live stream today, like no matter what, but then like literally just as I went to go start the live stream, I like opened my front door and there was the friggin' box sitting right there. So like perfect timing. I was like, well, I guess that's gonna make it into today's stream, I guess so, eh? So we'll just pull these suckers out and we'll diagnose and see how freaking awful this thing is, because it's bad. I know it's bad because it runs like dog crap. Yo, my guy, J-Trap, what up, brother? It's been a minute. How's it going, buddy? Oh, there comes all the fuel making a big mess. How's it going? Been a hot minute since I seen y'all boys, it feels like. Hope everyone's shredding, oh, yikes. Yikes, can I get an F in the chat? Holy, what the, oh my goodness, bro. Look how much crap there is in this carb. Oh, it's everywhere. There's like, oh man, okay. Yup, That's explaining it. Yep, that's rough. iMac Music, yo, what up, bruh? How's it going? Hope you guys are having a killer day. I cannot believe you guys. So this is what you don't want to see. Oh my god, I can just, yeah, there's so much dirt and debris in the bottom of that. But this is what you guys don't want to see. You don't want to see all this. Here, let me turn this light on here. Well, that's a really dull ass light now. We got a flashlight? I need to show you guys this. This is ridiculous. I got a cell phone in my pocket. That's one of those thingy-jiggers here. I want to make sure you guys can see this. So I'm going to look at the video of what you guys are seeing. Let's make sure, wait for the delay here for a second. But you guys should be able to see, where's the camera? I want to make sure you guys can see this. Yeah, you guys see all that green? And like, it just looks like snot in the carb. That is what is varnish. That is what happens when fuel sits, and that green debris crap is like super hard, shaly stuff that gets stuck on the inside of your carb, on the inside of your fuel lines, and on the inside of your engine, the inside of your gas tank. So that's what you don't want to see, and that's what's going to make your bike run like dog crap. J-Chap says, still didn't fix my leaking carb, but I got the new part, so just gotta change it. Yes, changing your carb, easiest fixed if yours is really junked up. Like at this point, I probably should just go and get a new carb, but I don't really want to. And we got this stuff here that I should be able to go and clean it up with, because right here it says remove grime, gum, and varnish. So hopefully we can pull the varnish out of that. And then we can, after we get the carb all fixed up, we're gonna hop into that box of goodies for the Apollo RFZ. Man, I'm pumped on it. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, need any help with any dirt bike parts, now is the time to ask while I'm here live. I'm more than welcome to, more than happy to help you guys out. Any questions you got about your dirt bikes. Okay, and what are we gonna use? Let's use, we're gonna need something to, man, it's just so nasty. We're gonna need a bunch more of this laid down. Sit this to the side, and you can just see like this whole like I don't even know what you want to call this, but it's just caked in it. Like, look at this main jet. This main jet is disgusting. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this thing even ran, man. Let's actually, you know what, before I hop into anything else, I'm gonna turn this down further so you guys can see, because I'm holding everything so close to my face. But let's take these main jets out. Set this to the side. We need a bunch more room here. What 250 would you recommend, Joshua asks? Depends on, like, are you talking about what kind of 250, like specifically a China bike? Or are you talking about like just in general, what kind of 250? And are you looking for like a 4-stroke or a 2-stroke? Because that's gonna make a world difference of like, if you already have your mind set up on kind of what you want. But other than that, then I can put some insight on that. Okay, so we'll turn this so I can read you guys from the side. Now you guys can see everything I'm doing, perfect. And let's just see what this freaking thing looks like. So we need our handy dandy screwdriver, and let's pull these jets out, and look how dog crap they are, because this is, no wonder this thing run like dog poopy. I'm looking for a Chinese 4-stroke. Well, here's what, I'll give you my input. It's just my raw 2 cents, brother. So from everything I've seen online, the older style 250s, the Chinese 250s, like I don't remember what, I think it's called the DB 250X or something. Apparently they're just slow as all hell. Now, if we change that and we start talking about the RXF Freeride, that thing, the RXF Freerides, they don't have the 250, but they're a 190cc, and from what I've seen online, those things slap. So definitely might want to check that out. So we'll hold this up to the light. Surprisingly, I can see all the way through the main jet, which I did not think I was going to be able to do. So anyways, that's interesting. I thought that totally would be just clogged up, but it's surprisingly not. So we'll take out the idle jet, or the pilot jet you would call it, and we'll see how this guy looks. Because so far the inside of this carb does not look good. Oh, okay, well, Houston, there's your problem. No wonder the bike doesn't idle. The idle jet's 100% clogged. Well, there's your problem. Well, I'm glad we figured out the problem. That's sweet. Joshua says, thanks, brother. I was looking at a 1010 250R. Honestly, I've never heard of a 1010 250R. I mean, I'll take a peek at it for sure. Go ahead and see if we can, there we go. Oh, I went up the sleeve, boys. Okay, let's roll those back up. But I'm still looking. Honestly, if you can save the money and get an RXF 190 free ride, those things, I think that's gonna be the way to go for you, brother. Oh, I can't believe how clogged this idle jet is. Oh, it's still clogged. I need a pin. I need a pin. Yes, that's what I need. All right, here we go. Exposed Base says, yeah, there's a bunch of videos online and reviews about the 1010s, brother. Looks decent to me. I'll have to actually go ahead and take a peek at those because that sounds pretty dope. I need to get like a little pin to push through that. So let's grab a pin here really quickly. I'm just gonna whoop. All right, got a pin just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we can go ahead and punch this idle jet out so we can actually see what's going on because it is so clogged. Holy. Oh, I can't even get a pin in there. Oh, is it ever clogged? Well, that totally explains. I'm very glad I took it apart. All right, so what we might need to do is just sit this here in some carb clean and let that chill out for a minute, and we might as well just throw the main jet in there too. And just give it a little bath. When he said whoop, I just out of instinct shouted whoopee, whoopee. From that whoop-dee, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Huh? Oh, yeah, that song. Yeah, I hear you. It was the best. Whoop-dee, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Blue cheese, swear I'm something. Yep, now you got that stuck in my head, thanks. Facts. Oh man, you guys cracked me up. All right, while we're here, we might as well throw this just disgusting thing in there too, because oh, it's just super gross. Oh man. Okay, and then obviously while we're in here, we should take apart the float. Now, if I remember correctly, so if you guys are curious, your float works. So when that bowl is on your carb, right? When the bowl starts to fill up with fuel, your float starts to float up. And when it floats up, I don't know if you guys can see that pin that's in there, but the float pushes that pin up, which just stops the fuel from coming in. It's a fuel shutoff. All right, thanks, brother. Would be planning on doing a full build on the like buy new and upgrade it. I'd still, if you're gonna, even if you're doing a build and upgrading, you just start with a better platform and you'll be so much happier. Because if I could do it all over again, I would definitely buy the RXF model. Just because all the upgrades I've been doing to this are like, you know, you start with those upgrades for the most part on the RXF and you have to do a lot less upgrades. I can feel the gasoline kind of irritating and burning my hands, so I'm just gonna rinse it off really quickly because it's like I can feel it shriveling my skin. All right, that's a bit better. Oh, that's chilly water. Okay, so next is we're gonna take this float apart here. So all we should have to do, if I remember correctly, yep, is just push that pin. That happened really quick there if you guys didn't see that. All I did was just take this pin and I just pushed it. And that's all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a pin and push it and pull this out. And there's your pin. And there is your float. And there is your stopper for the float. Okay. So I just want to remember the orientation. It looked like the horseshoe went, it would look like an L into the carb. So we'll go ahead, we're gonna throw this stuff in. Thank you, brother, love the content, by the way. I'm a massive fan, I'm always early. Well, I appreciate you watching the content, and I appreciate hanging around and watching me wanna mess around with my dirt bikes, because it's just me having some fun. So we're gonna just absolutely obliterate all this stuff with carb cleaner, because clearly it's just disgusting and shot. And this carb cleaner can was only, I think, $9 and a carb's 50, so one carb cleaner might be worth it, you know, one can of this stuff. Okay, so now we got that. I wonder if this comes out. No, but you guys see how much like just disgusting buildup there is on this? Like, this is just nasty, dude. I can't believe this thing ran. I wonder if we can take, I bet we can, if we just take this, or we could unscrew this all the way out. And I appreciate all the guys that show up early. You guys are the MVPs. Like, I really appreciate when you guys show up early and like the videos. When you guys just like when you guys just like a video, it helps my channel out so much with getting new viewers and other people watching. So if you guys can like the videos, if you guys enjoy them and you find, you know, entertaining, okay, I need to orientate that, have that. Okay, so the spring. But yeah, if you guys like the videos, it really does support the channel, and I really do appreciate every single one of you guys that watches them. So the pin has a spring on. There seems to be no orientation on the spring. It doesn't look dirty, but might as well just bloop, throw that in there. Get all the ports out. So what else can we take apart? This fuel line's gotta be just full of shit too. So I guess at this point we're gonna go ahead, run some carb cleaner through like literally every orifice here, and see if that makes it better. So we'll start there. Whoop-dee, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Okay, come on, someone's gotta give me, what's the lyrics? You got going, what's the lyrics? Whoop-dee, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue jeans. Isn't that it? Jesus. Whoop-dee. Workhorse. Hey brother, which would you recommend, RFZ 125 or Tao 140? So this, once again, this is just my brutally honest opinion. You know, you can listen to someone else if you want to, but I have zero input on a Tao because I personally have never owned one. What I can say is I don't see a lot of people talk so amazingly about them as I do the Apollos. Everyone that I've seen that's had an Apollo has been really happy with it, and I've only seen like a handful of people with Taos, and not everything I've heard about them is so great. So take it for what it is. Since I know, I could say that these bikes are like, if I had to give them a rating out of 10 out of the box, they're like a 7 out of 10 out of the box. These bikes, they're pretty good. You can have lots of fun, but they definitely become a lot better with a few upgrades to them. I wonder if I have like a brush. I don't want this thing though. This is metal. Yeah, it's gonna scrape the fuck out of it. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear, boys. So we need some sort of, because that is just so nasty, dude. I can't get over how gross that is. Now I got a question for all you guys watching. How many of you guys started on dirt bikes? Or like, was your first toy a dirt bike? Or you guys start on quads and then move to dirt bikes? I'm curious, because like, you guys probably don't know this, but like, I never ride a dirt bike until I was 21 years old, I think was the first time I rode a dirt bike. And I rode my first quad and had my first quad, I think when I was like 4 years old. So yeah, it just, you know, small world where I like thought I'd never be a dirt biker. And then here we are making YouTube videos as a dirt biker. And that's like all my content is about dirt biking. Like, that's the last thing, honestly, like out of any sport I thought I'd do was dirt biking, and it turns out it's like it's the freaking thing I love doing the most, which is just, I think it's ironic. Oh, I need to grab, let's go back to the old Yote skis for a sec. Where'd my keys go? Keys, boys. Oh, let's not throw all this stuff. Yeet. Oh man, how many, I wonder who's my viewer that's the farthest away from me. Yeah, I wonder who's watching this from the farthest away. Who is watching the farthest away? Who's our farthest viewer from us right now? I'm very curious to know that. Like, who is the farthest viewer? Who lives the farthest away? I'm in Canada on the West Coast. Who gets the award for being the farthest viewer on the channel? Curious to know. We need, what do we need? We need, hold on, I just want to see what's going on here. That's still going. NZFN says me. Where are you from, brother? Let's hear it. Let's see who's the farthest away right now. Curious to know. Curious to know. Wow, we got 12 people in the stream. Holy smokes. Wow, welcome all of you guys. If you guys are watching this and you are enjoying this video, go ahead and smack the like button if you can. That'd be super appreciative, and I'd really enjoy that. If you guys could do that for me, that'd be super awesome. It's free. You guys support the channel a bunch when you do that. I'm in the Caribbean. Holy crap, we have a viewer in the Caribbean? Jesus. Pennsylvania, New Jersey. We got people from all over. We got Joey down in New York. Damn, man. I didn't know we got viewers from like all around the world. This is cool as hell. Wow, that's super cool. I'm like super appreciative to have you guys as viewers. Like, I have someone from the Caribbean, from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. watching some guy in his garage mess around with carbs and dirt bikes, and oh man, I'm blessed. I'm lucky. So fortunate. We need, what the hell can we use? We're just gonna have to rub it. We're just gonna have to like do this old-fashioned way here, boys. So, well, damn, okay. Well, I guess we got nothing to rub it with, but some more of this crap, which I don't want to do. I just want to get into showing you guys what's going on next in the box, man. The box is the anticipation is killing me. I just want to look at it myself. I want to open it, but I need to do this first. I need to pace myself because this is what I got to do. But in the meantime, if you guys are thinking like I'm thinking, I might as well like let this sit in the stuff and do the box, right? I need to pull my sleeves back up because this shit's gonna get all over me again. Yeah. And make sure I get in that little needle here, because that is your bowl overflow drain. Clearly that's good. I can hear it all spewing out the other end. Oh, that stuff's so bad. I just need like a screwdriver, and just gonna go down and scrape. Yeah, you can see that stuff's so like, dude, there's so much debris in this carb. So maybe, Jesus boys, have you guys ever had your carb this bad? Like, do you ever clean your, I'm curious, how many of you guys actually like clean your carbs? Have you ever, how about this? How many of you guys have ever cleaned your carb? I'm curious to know how many of you guys actually do this kind of stuff. Let me know right now in the comment section. We'd be super interested to hear how many of you guys actually have ever cleaned your carb in your ownership. Or how about for that fact, have you guys ever cleaned your air filter? Like the amount of people, man, I tell you, if you guys haven't seen that one live stream where I went over and talked to you guys about that one Apollo RXF I went and looked at, I drove like an 8-hour trip to go look at a dirt bike to try and buy for my girlfriend before we got the Honda. And this kid said it was so mint, and we got there and the rear shock was blown, the front tire was flat, the carb was like pissing out fuel, the oil was just like disgustingly gross and black, there was like the head seal was like leaking and there was oil seeping out of the head. My dad does it for me, says NZFN. My dad. Well, that's nice of him. That's a really nice dad. If he cleans your carb for you. It's not the funnest thing to do, but hey, it's gotta be done, right? So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sit this upright and lean this. How could I do this? I might just pull, no, I can't pull it. Yeah, I could actually. I'm gonna pull this off. If I can do it with my fingers, perfect. I'm gonna set that upside down like this. And we're gonna absolutely just fill the bowl. Now, you guys see the size of the box, right? If you guys had to take a guess at what's in the box, I'll give you one hint. There's one item in that box. Can you guess? I wanna hear what your best guess is at what's in the box. If one of you guys can guess exactly what's in the box, you get one guess. So hold your horses here. You get one guess. If one of you guys can guess on your first guess what's in the box, if you guys hit me up on Instagram, I'll go ahead and I'll send you out one of my stickers on my website. You guys can go ahead and check out any sticker. You guys can just tell me what sticker you want and I'll send you out a free sticker, free of cost to you, if you can guess what's in the box. So here we go. Let's hear what you guys have a guess for what's in the box for the Apollo RFZ. There's one item inside the box. Let's see if someone can get it right. First person who can guess it, you get one shot. I will send you out a free sticker. So let's hear it in the comments. Darren Ghost says, what did I miss? Well, currently, brother, we are pulling apart. As you can see, we've got a carb fully pulled apart. We had some issues with a carb, and the idle jet was just really funky, and it turned out the idle jet was completely clogged up, so had to clean that out. We got Joey Albert, I'm not even gonna say it. Joey says, I have an Apollo 125, and when I rev it, it just bogs and sputters. Do you have any ideas? Now, if Joey, yes, I do have lots of ideas for you. I could definitely help you out there. It's doing one or the other though. It's either it's bogging or it's sputtering. If it's breaking up and popping on acceleration, that's usually an indication that the bike is running lean, meaning that you need to add more fuel into your fuel mixture. Now, if the bike's bogging on acceleration, that usually is an indicator that you have too much fuel in the mixture and that the bike's actually running rich. So kind of depending on those two those Now, an easy way to find out really, and actually, you know what? Now that you said that, I need to pull those comments up. Where'd they go? 'Cause I had someone Soupity doop doop. Oh, I messed this up. Hold on. Hold the phone. Actually, that's a great idea. Now that you asked me if your bike's sputtering and popping, let's show you live, because I have to do it for my bike anyways. I'm just trying to get this stupid thing to stand up. But there's some filter, let's see. I'll wait to say whether people right, wrong, blah, blah, blah after, I guess, 10 answers. And then if no one can get it in the first 10 people that comment, well, you snooze, you lose. We got 2 guesses in here. Has anyone got any other guesses? We'll see if these ones are already right or not. So we're gonna pull up, you get 1 guess, Darren, you get 1 guess. You gotta pull the trigger 1 guess on that. That's 2 items in there. There's 1 item in the box. But as, what's his name? Who was he? Joey says, my Apollo 125 revs and it bogs. So what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna show you right now, to check actually like the mixture of your bike to see if it's happy or not, or whether it's lean or rich, all we're gonna do is pull this spark plug boot off your dirt bike, and this goes the exact same for an Apollo dirt bike. You just pull the spark plug boot off right here, and you take the spark plug out, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So I'm gonna need my 2 hands free. I wanna say welcome everyone to the stream. If you are enjoying the stream, enjoy hanging out with me right now, make sure you guys go ahead and slap the like button. It really does support the channel, and I really do appreciate it. There we go. Darren's got 1 guess locked in. Okay, that's 3 votes. Do we got anyone other one to put in a guess? And we'll see if someone is lucky, or maybe if there's a couple people, if they got it right, we'll maybe have a couple people win a couple stickers. And yeah, but anyways, like Joey was asking, to check if what your dirt bike's doing and why it might be bogging or sputtering, you're gonna pull your boot off, and let's go ahead and we're gonna check our spark plug. So we're gonna need a spark plug removal tool. Now this is something I need to do anyways to see how this dirt bike is running, because it was, as you just said, this bike was this dirt bike that we did go out with last weekend over here, the Honda XR. It was bogging and breaking up. So that's why we have the carb here all apart and disassembled to figure out why. And it actually turned out that the carb idle jet was completely clogged up with varnish, fuel varnish. So that's why the bike didn't run very well, and it would always die at idle. So I'm very glad we did take this apart and check it out. Nicholas has got a vote in. We got another vote coming in. I think that is 4, 5. I don't know, but we'll at least let another 5 people vote here and take a guess at it and see if we can get some giving away. But if you guys want to make sure you are going to get something for free and get given away, you guys got to slap the like button. That's at least one free thing you guys can do for me, right? Come on, just a little slappy slap. Nonetheless, let's hop back into this. We're going to throw this on here. I believe this is the right spark plug tool size. And Joey says, I checked all my jets and I can see them through. That's a good indicator that you don't have a clogged jet, Joey. So here we go. This is where it's gonna come into play to see how your bike's actually running. So we're gonna pull your spark plug out, and you're gonna do the same thing on your Apollo RFZ. So just pull this guy out. I'll get to a better angle here. We got any more guests coming in? I don't know, I can't read them from back here, but it looks like someone might have said something. Okay, so here we got our spark plug. So let's go ahead and pull this out and look up close. That's just Joey's old comment. Okay, so to me it looks like so what I'm looking at, and I want to try and see if I can get you guys to see this, but I just want to make sure you guys can see it, so I want to just watch the video here to see where it is on the GoPro screen. I'm trying to get as close as I can. You guys can't really see it there. How about there? Where is it? I just want you guys to be able to see this. Right. Okay, the tip of this, I'm just trying to get the right spot by watching the screen and my hands. The very tip of this spark plug, I'm looking at the little arm piece of it. Here, I'll just see if I can sit it down on the countertop and get you guys a better view, because it's just really hard to show you guys. Well, oh, I messed that up. Hold on. It's somewhere right. Oh, I messed this up. Hold on. I'm sorry, boys. We're coming back. Nope, I'm playing my own videos now. Hold on. Gotta get back to this. I'm trying to show you here, Joey. Okay, there we go. And if you guys had a vote, I'm sorry, I just missed it. I need to load the chat again. Let me just pull it off my phone. But the end of this tip, what we're looking for is the color. So I know this is really hard to see, so maybe we'll put a flashlight on it. It's really hard to see through the camera. But I'm looking at the color of this tip and around here, and I can see that the very tip of this is actually white, which to me would indicate that the bike was actually running a little bit lean. So actually I wanna, so that'd be an indication and a reason why the bike would be running kind of crappy at high RPMs is it's running out of fuel. There's not enough fuel going through the carburetor, and it's literally dying out because there isn't enough fuel going through it. So in your case, it might be black. Now if this was black, that's an indicator that there's too much fuel. Like if this spark plug, you pulled it out and it's soaking wet, that's an indicator you got way too much fuel and you want to turn the fuel down on your actual carburetor. Now you can see mine's pretty white, so I think I need to actually add a little bit of fuel into this mixture. So we're gonna clean this off and get it all brand new and freshen up, and then we'll put it back in the bike. Now Smitty Stages says, I have a pit bike. Are the standard carbs from factory tuned just to run? Is there more room to dial them in, or do I need to get a better carburetor? To be honest with you, I don't know which bike you have, but my honest opinion on them is any of the carburetors that come stock on the bike, and this is the exact same thing for me. I literally bought, when I bought my dirt bike, brand new, I bought a brand new MIKUNI carburetor that was genuine with it because I knew the stock carburetors were just so junk. So I'm just using a bit of carb cleaner here to just clean this end up, and then I'm just gonna go over and dry this really well before I ever put this back in the bike. And that's the reason I'm using carb cleaner, not water or something, is because it evaporates and it dries really, really quickly. So there won't be a bunch of moisture when I go to put this in. I'm just trying to clean this up as best I can, so once I check it next time, I can see if my fuel mixture is better or worse, which it should be a lot better. And it looks like that is all our votes. Any votes coming in last second? I think there's still another room for another 6 people to vote. If anyone can guess, I'll let you guys go for 6 more people. But yeah, Joey, I would start with checking out your spark plug. That's going to be an indicator and really dial you in and tell you what's going on in the rest of your bike. This thing really is like the health meter of your bike. If this thing looks bad, something is tuned wrong. So start with looking at your spark plug. For me, I could see it's a little bit lean, so then I know I need to add a little bit of fuel. Now in particular, on most of the bikes, you can see here is the fuel screw, and this is where you change it. Now what's a pain in the butt on the Apollo RFZ in particular, you guys won't be able to see this, or maybe you will, but all the way in here where my finger is, if you guys can even see that, it's the screw is upside down in the bottom of the front of the carb here in between the elbow and the engine. So you can't fit a screw or anything to adjust the fuel trim on the dirt bike. So that's one thing that is nice about the Honda bike, is you can actually change it on the bike. Justin Gert says, I know what's wrong with my dirt bike. The whole transmission is dead. Hey dude, guess what? I know your pain. What's this? Check this out. You see what's in here, dude? That's the same thing. That's an engine with a blown transmission that I pulled out of my Apollo RFZ. I know the pain, brother. I know the pain. I bought a 150cc to swap in my dirt bike because the transmission blew in the 125cc. So Justin, I get the pain, brother. I get the pain. So in the meantime, we're gonna throw this spark plug back in. If we got 4 more guesses, people, if anyone wants to take a guess, if your opportunity to get a free sticker of any kind that you like off my shop. I got over 60 designs on t-shirts, on stickers. You can get it on sweaters, on whatever you want, but the giveaway we're doing today is you can get any design you want on a sticker. We have clear, transparent, sorry, that's backwards. Clear is transparent. We got transparent, white, transparent, glossy, and matte stickers. You can choose whatever finish you'd like on your sticker, and I'll send it out to you for free for cost you nothing. I'll send it out to you. I'll pay for shipping and everything. So if you guys want to take a guess, now is your guess to take a guess at what's in the box. You got 4 guesses left, boys. Green Up Boy says, hey, my name is Malachi and I have the same bike. My kickstart has broke and I need a new carb and a new sprocket. Can you send me links that you think is the best? Green Up Boy, if you go in the description of the video you're watching right now, there's links to every single one of those products you just asked for in the description already. All you gotta do is click the description and go down in there, and all the parts and all the recommendations I have for anything Apollo RFC you can find down in the description box below. So all you gotta do is hop down there and you should find the links to anything and everything you'd want for your dirt bike. I thought I could hear my voice talking. It's in my pocket. That tripped me out. Nonetheless, holy crap, we've been streaming for 44 minutes already. It feels like a blink of an eye went by, guys. What the heck happened? Okay, so we got our spark plug back on. I want to make sure I tighten that right. Just make sure it's snug. Do not over tighten your spark plug because you will strip out the head and you'll have a very bad day. Then make sure you put your boot on, because I've been there before where I forgot to put the boot on and then they're sitting there kicking the bike over and over and over and it won't start because you forgot to put the boot back on. Now while we're here, let's see, how's our needle. Our needle looks pretty clean actually. The slide looks nice and clean, so we're probably just gonna end up leaving that. It looks like no one has any other votes coming in, so nobody got it right, unfortunately. So there looks like there's no free stickers because no one got it right, unfortunately. So I guess you guys are gonna have to wait and see what's in the box, because it's not a carb, it's not a clutch, it's not a V2 head. It's not air filters, it's not a nibby carb, it's none of that stuff. So I guess you're gonna have to wait and see. Darren says, do you think I should get a KTM 85SX or a 125 because I was thinking of going KTM soon? So you, if I do remember this correctly, you have an Apollo RFZ currently, correct? Do correct me if I'm wrong before we go any further with this, so I don't sound like a dum-dum. So next is, I still need to finish this stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. It's just stuck coming up now. Now it's been sitting in there for so long. That's better. Let's hit that, fill it up some more. Try and get as much of this crap off. Darren says, yeah, you have a RC car? Cool. Yes, there's one there. There's another one up there. There's a really cool, actually, if you want an RC car, Darren says, sorry, Darren, we'll come right back to your question. Here's a bit more in depth. I just want to show him this because this thing's super baller. Just move these tires to the side. It's a kind of a close replica, right? Kind of. There's close enough, right? Kind of. Yeah, right? Blue. Close enough, it's a Toyota. Nonetheless, yes, back to your question, KTM SX. You're coming from the Apollo RFZ, so how about this? Have you ever ridden a two-stroke dirt bike before? Let's answer that question first. Have you ever ridden a two-stroke? Because that'll make a big difference in which bike you get, and possibly even if you want one of these bikes. So before I forget what is going on, that's done. Boom, bang, bing. These I just want to stick back on so I don't by accidentally kick them somewhere and lose my nuts off the head for the carb, and then I'd be screwed. So we'll just throw those on there. But unfortunately, I can't believe no one was able to guess what's in the box, which is kind of good because it's kind of a surprise at what's in there for the Apollo RFZ. Yes, but it was my friends. Okay, so if you've ridden one of the bikes, you know that they're not the best bike. Like, it's not ideal if you're riding any sort of trails. Like, they're a lot of fun if you're just like on main road or big wide dirt roads. It really, I guess it comes down to your age and your size, really. Like, if you feel like you're ready for the 125 and you're a bigger, taller person, the 125 could be like up your alley, but they're a lot of power, man, as you know. Do you have a gas cap in the links? No, I don't have a link to any gas caps. It depends, because there is multiple kinds of gas caps. Now, speaking of gas caps, there's these style, right? So this is a metal gas tank, and this is the kind of gas cap that you need for a metal tank. So there is different kinds of tanks. Speaking of tanks, woo, boys, let's see what we got here. Woohoo! Can I get some W's in the chat, boys? We got a shipment from Apollo. Oh man, let's just freaking dig right into this thing, man. Oh man, woohoo! This is the other kind of gas cap that you can have. Ah, yes, boys. There you go. That is the Apollo upgraded RFZ plastic tank. Finally, I got rid of this stupid tin crap that is broken, cracked, and leaked multiple times, and this is a much nicer unit. And I finally get to stick the custom graphics kit piece that I've been missing off the side of my dirt bike here, because I do not want to stick it on the crappy Apollo Chinesium metal tank that is broken and had to been welded and cut and welded multiple times. But those are your two different kinds of gas caps. But no, I do not have gas caps down in the description. If you need a gas cap, head over to Apollo. Yeah, it's apollomotors.ca, and they have all the different kinds of gas caps that you'd want for your dirt bike. So, as you guys may have just seen what we saw in the box there, while we let the carbs sit from this thing for a hot minute, I guess you know what's coming next is we're gonna frickin' put the frickin' awesome gas tank on. Oh, I'm pumped, man. I can't wait to go ride. Wow, that's nice. How much did those go for? This gas tank, I believe, was $60. I believe it was 60 bucks. And it's got a new rubber ring. The only thing I wish it came with, because they're so cheap at Apollo, I know those suckers, is I wish it came with some extra bolts, because that's why my old gas tank broke, is because one of the bolts came out. I put a new one in and it stripped it. We'll go over and show you the whole thing here in a second. But now the fun part is I actually need to go and I have to drain all the fuel out of this dirt bike. So we're gonna lean it up here. Make sure this sucker doesn't want to fall over on me. Woo! I can't believe it, boys. I'm pumped. How can I make my Apollo 125 dirt bike make more power? So, how can you make your so if you well, let's start with a few things. There's going to be two things you can really do. You can't really necessarily make it make any more horsepower, but what you can do to make it as fast as possible is a couple things, and I do have some videos covering it on my channel already, is you can do a MIKUNI carburetor upgrade. That'll help get the best fuel flow and give you the most performance out of it, so you have no bogging, no stuttering on acceleration. It just gives you full power all the time. And the next thing you can do is go ahead and get a good 2-stage UNI foam filter to let that thing breathe fully and properly as best as possible, and so you're not sucking any dirt or debris into your carb to clog it up to make the bike run slower, or into your engine to kill the engine. And then the one thing that you can do to actually make it butt dyno faster is by changing out the sprocket in behind here and do the gearing swap. That will help you massively with it. I got this gas tank at apollomotors.ca. As well as, that's where like I get most of my actual genuine Apollo stuff, is straight from apollomotors.ca, is that's just a genuine place. Like brake pads, you guys can see, here's my Apollo brake pads that I just pulled off. They are non-existent, dude. This one pad is worn beyond the pad down to metal. So I'm glad I just noticed that. That's why it's important to check over the maintenance on your dirt bikes and like look at them, because I was about to go out riding and there's literally no brake pad. So I was glad I didn't go riding and go flying down the road and then go to squeeze brakes and there's no freaking brakes left. But yeah, the gearing swap change, that will be one that you'll literally feel under your butt cheeks, and it will make your bike actually have a faster, higher top speed or acceleration. So if you go a smaller tooth in the front, like if you stock on these bikes, they generally speaking, they come with a 14 tooth. If you went down to like a 13 tooth or a 12 tooth, it's going to make the dirt bike a whole lot faster in acceleration, but limit the top speed a bunch. Whereas if you put like a 17 tooth, or a 16 tooth, like something larger with more teeth on it, it's going to give you a higher top speed, which you can noticeably feel, and like the bike actually has a higher top speed. So that's probably the best mods, which I do have videos on those mods. So if you guys want to just if you want to check those out, you can just click the channel's name, hop over to my channel, and you can watch those videos. They're like the most popular ones. It's like how to make your dirt bike faster and how to fix dirt bike bogging, which shows you over carburetors. But carburetors and the gearing swap are going to be your best mods to do. And if you want to find the parts for them, links are down in the description. You can pick those parts up, and when you do, it helps your boy out. So if you want to purchase them through the links, they cost nothing extra. You get them at the cheapest price possible, and it helps me out. So links are down in the description if you need any parts for any of your dirt bikes. Next we have to do is get the fuel line off of here, and we're gonna need to drain it into the jerry can is next. So we'll pull this guy's lid off here. Now I'm gonna use the filler neck to actually help get the fuel into the jerry and have extra hose per se to guide the fuel in. All right, I want to make sure I haven't missed any of your guys' comments here. Always want to make sure I'm up to date with what's going on with y'all. Once again, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you guys smash the like button. That really supports the channel. Thank you so much. So next we're gonna need to go ahead and pull this guy here off. And once again, you want to make sure your fuel's turned off before you do this, and it's gonna make a big mess, so ahead of time I should probably grab a rag so I don't make a mess on myself. Okay, make sure that's all good. Yep. Cool beans. Pull some of this out because I don't want more fuel all over. I've already had enough fuel on me for the day, boys. Ugh, okay, there we go. Piss that fuel out. I'm just gonna throw that in there without having this piece go in there, because if that fell in the jerry can, that's no fun fishing out. So now we'll go ahead. I'm gonna open that, take the lid off, and we're gonna just let that fuel all drain out. And then once that fuel's drained out, we can go ahead and, oh man, I'm so pumped to have this new fuel tank. Because this one, like you can see it's cracked all around up here. And I'll show you guys after we get it off. It's like completely JB welded and hacked up to be fixed, which is always fun to do. If you guys are enjoying the stream, if you guys want to subscribe, we post content every single Monday. And I try to all the time. Just make sure the stream is still going nice and smooth for y'all. Make sure. Cool. Yep, it's still going. Awesome. Cool. How long have we been? Has anyone got a timer for how long we've been streaming for? I don't know how long we've been streaming. Anyone able to tell me that? How long we've been going for? I think it feels like it's been like, I don't know, I'm gonna say 25 minutes. Hasn't been very long. This thing's going nice, solid. Just let that fuel keep draining. 55 minutes, damn son. Damn, I didn't know. Okay, wow, an hour out here. Nicholas Hankinson. Nick says, I've just got the TB V2 race head and DEP S7 exhaust for my M2R KMXR 160. Have you considered upgrading your head and exhaust? If you're talking about on the Honda, is that what you're referring to, or are you talking about upgrading the Apollo RFZ? Hey, welcome JS9 Schmurda. Welcome to the thing. If you've been hanging out, welcome. If not, I hope you're enjoying your day. This thing's almost looking clean enough that I could like start scrubbing this again, because that's gonna take a hot minute to drain. So we'll give this a little scrubby. On an RFZ, no, I haven't thought about that. Well, okay, so you know my RFZ is a 150cc swap, right? Kobe asks, why does my bike sound like air is coming out of it? Runs good, but just sounds like a bunch of air comes out when I twist the throttle. Bunch of air coming out where, sir? Does it sound like it's coming out the exhaust, or does it sound like you have like an air intake leak or something? Do you have a video of it? And then Justin asks, can I replace a blown transmission in the Apollo? Yes, but it's an extremely big job to do because you have to pull the head off. Well, it's not, I mean, that's not a quote-unquote extremely big job, but for someone who has never done it before, it's quite a large job because you do have to pull the head off the cylinder bore block. So you really have to disassemble the whole thing. And Kobe, I'll send you a vid on Instagram. Yes, that sounds perfect, man. I can help you out. If you guys ever have questions and you guys want to get, you know, like some serious help and you don't know where to ask, you guys can always go ahead and shoot me a message on Instagram. And I'm always willing to help you guys out. I have you guys DMing me all the time, sending me your videos, and I'm always there helping you guys out with your dirt bike questions and problems. So if you guys want to check me out on Instagram, it's Aaron_Greenway, and I can help you guys out all the time, no problemo. This carb is getting a little bit better. It's not so nasty. So my question is, I wonder how. Let's just empty this. Where'd it go? It's over here. Take this. Soak up all of this stuff. But so who was talking about that head thing? What's the how you build? Small wire brush might help, Aaron. You know what? You're totally right, dude. I think you're right on that. Might as well just get this. Just say fuck it, eh? Can't lose. Can't hurt nobody. Is this one nasty though? Oh, that one's nasty as fuck. Let's see. How about this guy? Hey, that looks better. Whether or not I can get one in there or not. See, it's got no bristles on the tip. Damn it. But someone was talking about, someone mentioned something about building my head on my RFZ. I'm curious to know more about that. If you got some insight, I don't really know anything about building these RFZ heads out because there's just no video on it. Like no one has anything I can look up on this stuff, you know? Fuck, I can't reach it without the. I need like a better. Man, this carb's disgusting. So much dirt. Like, look at all that dirt in that pile. Nasty. Oh, I should probably not. You should do this. You should. I should more? I should do what more? What would you should me to like do more? I'm very curious there, Justin. What would you should me to like do? Whoop-dee. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Huh. NZFN says, I had a RFZ and I got a Honda Grom yesterday. Is that a good upgrade? I wouldn't say, I mean, yes, is it better quality? Definitely. Is it a quote unquote upgrade? I'd say no, because it's just like a completely different like bike, right? Like you're, just a completely different riding style. You're riding on the street or like in little side alley trails and whatnot. And that's really about as clean as I think I'm gonna be able to get this stupid thing, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm able to, I need a really good metal brush. You should do more live streaming. I like live streaming. It's just I always want to make sure I have content to film for you guys and that actually something going on and it's not just like me out here diddly dallying doing nothing. I like having something to do. But I mean, if you guys, I mean, I don't know, maybe I could, I don't know if I want to do it, but I might. Like, I do play a lot of games. I like playing video games and stuff, and I have like a simulation driver sim rig. So like I could do like live streams with video games if I'm not doing like dirt bike stuff, but I don't really know if that's something you guys would want to watch of me do. But you know, it is a possibility. I could eventually get there at one point if the channel, you know, if you guys wanted to see and wanted more from me and to see more from me. Whoa, Kid Bikes Life said he's out here in the Philadelphia. Damn, we got viewers from all in. And Nicholas Hankinson says, look on T-Bolt USA, mate. They have loads of upgrade parts. T-Bolt USA. That sounds familiar. I think I've been there before. I might have to check that out then. And Cloaked T1 M4R says, I love my RFC, man. I've done a few things to it, but since I ride track, I do need an update. Kind of want a KZ100. How does that sound? A KX100. I think that's a lot of fun bike. The KX bikes are really sweet. Yes, Exposed Base says, nah, keep your channel niche, dude, grow, make it grow. Yes, I definitely want to keep this channel just focused on dirt bikes, and if I was to do like any sort of video game streaming, it would have to be on a completely separate channel, or like on Twitch, or just, you know, something different. I wonder if there's a certain head on this that's like some more scratchy. I need something scratchy, boys. Yeah, games would be fun. Like if I could play games with you guys, that'd be pretty sweet. I'd enjoy that, but it definitely would have to be on like a different channel or something. And I lost the comment. Someone else said something I was talking about. Oh, the KX100. Yes. Let me just pull that back up. I wanted to answer that question you had there. I don't want to miss any of your guys' questions. I've done a few things to it, but I ride track. Yes, if you're riding the racetrack, man, I totally suggest it. The KX100 is definitely gonna be a lot better suited towards the track aspect of, like, you know, screaming along, being as fast as possible. Now, if you have yet to actually like be on the track, I would say just take your Apollo RFZ. Like, don't let that stop you from getting out on the track just because you don't have what you think is like the fastest and greatest bike. But if you're like ready to take it to the next step, you know, like, go for it, man. I'd say the KX100's a great, you know, they're good bikes. They'll get you out there and ripping. But you know, it's all personal preference too, you know. So we'll go ahead, we'll get this, and we'll see if this. Oh man, there's just so much debris coming out of that. That's pretty clean. Maybe we should pull this. Maybe we shouldn't actually, because you know what? I don't think I'm ever gonna get that. If I pull this rubber seal off, I don't think it's ever gonna go back in very nicely. So we'll just give it a little scrubby scrub, get much of this goo off. And then we still have to, now that I'm thinking about it, I gotta clean all the fuel lines out, because all this is gonna be filled with a whole bunch of stuff. Have I ridden a Banshee before? Have I ridden a Banshee before? Have I ridden a Banshee? No, I've ridden a bunch of quads, but I don't think I've never personally rid one. Like, I've gone out with buddies who had Banshees back in the day. You know, I used to go quadding a lot, but it's been, I want to say probably 10 years. No, not 10 years. Like probably 6-7 years since I last went out quadding. So it's been a hot minute for sure. So that's all done. Now let's get our fingers down in the nasties here, boy. Get our fingers in the nasties, boy. Okay, that's still draining over there. Uh-oh. Maybe that wasn't a great idea to do, because now this O-ring's giant. Uh-oh. So maybe rubber was a bad idea. Huh. Noted for next time. I wonder if this is gonna be able to shrink back down or not. Can someone give me some insight what you think I should do? Because this rubber O-ring is now way big from letting it sit in there. I wonder if it's, let's just see what happens if I go to the idle port. See, that looks way too big now. Fuck, I might have just screwed it. I'm fixing to buy Honda CRF 250R 2016. I'm so excited, says Kobe. Now, Kobe, are you a trail rider or a motocross track rider? Because the 250R is definitely suited more towards good. Is the stream still going? Yep. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh, what's going on with the stream? I can see it's lagging. Do. You guys tell me when it's good. Is it good? Okay, it looks like we're good. Low quality. Uh-oh. You guys will have to let me know if it gets better here in a sec. It might take a sec to like go back up to the full res quality, and you might have to hit the gear icon and like go back to it. 1080 now. Awesome. Okay, great. Where were we? Someone was, exposed base. You were asking, you're 28 years old. Is it too late to start motocross? No, dude, I go riding with my dad and he's like 50 years old, and I go riding with other guys that are like just getting into riding, and no, you're not too old. You're definitely not too old, especially at only 28 years old. You're fine, dude. You got lots of time to learn. I'm only 24. I just started riding this year. I've been riding 1 year now. I'm 24 years old and I just started dirt biking. It's definitely not too late. You still got lots of time to ride, man. And then Kobe says he likes to ride track. Yeah, if you're riding track, then the Apollo, or not the Apollo, but the CRF 250R, that's a good bike. Now, I do remember, if I do remember correctly, the CRF 250R, that's the 4-stroke, and if I do remember correctly, the mid-year Honda CRFs had valving issues. So if you are picking one up secondhand, just make sure that the valves have been done, or at least adjusted, or replaced, because that's just usually something that goes wrong on those bikes pretty quick if they haven't been done. That's at least to my knowledge anyways. So let's go ahead and we'll just keep cleaning this stuff out here, and then we'll see if this bike fires up and idles nicely, which will be exciting. Exposed base says, thanks bro. Yeah man, no, it's 28 years old, you got lots of time left to learn. Just don't jump on some big bike, don't buy a 450. If you got a 140, great, just stay with the 140 for now until you're totally comfortable. Like build your confidence up that you're like, okay, I'm tired of the 140, like I'm ready for something more. And then Justin Gert says, is this a Mikuni carb? No, this is the carb off my Honda, and it's a K-hin. I believe this is the OEM carb that comes on the Honda dirt bike. But the carb I do have on my Apollo RFZ is a Mikuni carburetor. Exposed Base says, haha, I was actually gonna buy a KX 450. Glad you said not to. Yeah, dude, don't buy the 450. I guarantee you're gonna get on a trail and you're gonna realize how much of a beast that bike is, because that's exactly what just happened to one of my friends. He's ridden a dirt bike 3 times, and he went out and bought a KTM 450. 4-stroke, and with the last 3 times we've gone out with him were the first 3 real rides he's gone with a big bike, and every time he's just started hating his life, and he's hated the bike since he's gotten it, because the gearing is way too tall. It's not meant for going slow. It's supposed to go around a racetrack at Mach 1, so it doesn't like the slow trails, and he's still learning. So having this super fast bike with super tall gearing in first gear, he struggled the whole time, and it was not fun for him, and he just kept wiping out over and over and over. Kobe says, yeah, someone told me the same thing. I'm gonna be looking out for that. Yeah, just make sure your valves are good. Other than that, I heard they're good bikes, but the valves are a super big important thing with those bikes. Yeah, get all the experience you can. Literally ride your 140cc for a whole year. Go ride that thing until you're okay, you're revving it out to the moon every gear. You're itching for more speed. That's when you go and get a bigger bike, not when you're just starting, because all you're gonna do is hurt yourself and scare yourself out of riding further. And that's what's happened to a lot of my friends, is they get their first bike, they ride it for a couple weeks, and then they're like, oh, I want more power, and then they get the more powerful bike, they come out riding, they think they can do the same trails and do the same maneuvers that they did before, and they get proven wrong pretty quickly. And yeah, you don't want to be that guy. It's just not fun to be that guy. Especially when you're struggling and your friends are having fun. And if you knew you're having fun on your 140cc and you get this giant bike, it can be a struggle. And I still can't see through this stupid thing. Oh my God. See, this is the idle jet I was talking about earlier. This idle jet, you're supposed to be able to see a light through it, and that would, you know, that's how the fuel passes through to hold an idle on the dirt bike. And it's so clogged. See, I'm pretty sure this one is supposed to have a half moon in it as well, so the needle is not wanting to go through. Yeah, man. Cloak Timer says a dirt bike is just a cap of your ability. Buy a better bike and get a higher cap. Exactly. So it's like if you're starting out, there's no point in buying this big bike. You know, the big bikes will always be there. You can always buy a 450 when you're ready for the 450. But there's just no point in jumping right to it, you know? And what's the excitement in that too? If you just bought a 450 for your first bike and then just shredding a 450 all the time, there's nothing else really to go to, you know? There's nothing next after that. It's just like, yeah, you got the 450 and that's what you have. And that's it. That's all there is to do, right? So now it's just gonna be like you got all that there is, and odds are you're probably gonna hurt yourself on it and not want to ride after that. Like realistically, it's normally what happens with all my friends. Like most of my friends that I've gone out with, you know, they get these big bikes, and they think it's all fun until they come out with me, and I'm riding these super gnarly technical trails, and they're riding these big ass bikes, and they just fall and wipe out, and they see me riding away and they get all pissed off, you know. I would too if I saw a little Chinesium dirt bike pulling away on my, you know, right? Like imagine me, I'm on this little tiny Apollo RFZ, a little 150cc dirt bike, and I'm climbing up all these like crazy ledges, and I'm got buddies out there on, you know, $12,000 KTMs, and they're struggling to climb up the same hill behind me. You know, just because you have the super nice expensive bike doesn't mean your skill level's there, and it shows, right? Ugh. Come on. Come on. I don't want to taste it. I'll tell you that much. I want to put my lips up to try and blow whatever's in there out, but I don't really want to taste carb cleaner. No, see, I can't see it at all. It's completely clogged still. So go ahead and try and throw on the old air compressor, and then still got to do this whole thing too. Take the gas tank off that. Oh, hope you guys are all having a great day. Hope you guys want to hang out with me for a while. I still got lots to do. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do today, which is like why I figured I'd live stream it, you know? Just I can keep doing my stuff, do my hang out with you guys. It's awesome, I love it. Nothing I'd rather do. Why did I throw that away? I need that. I need this. I need this. I need this. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Oh, my hands stink. Whoop-dee. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Whoop, whoop, blue cheese. Okay, if you guys want to hear some like good ass music that's like non-copyrighted, check out Dylan Sits. DYLANSITTS. Dylan Sits. He's got some banger music, man. You can only find his music on Epidemic Sound, but it's awesome. I know that's really loud, and I'll turn it off in 1 second. We just need to go and blow this out here. Because you're gone, but not forgotten. Oh, yeah. Nope, still can't see through it. Can't see through it at all, boys. I can't see through it! Gosh darn it. How the frick can I clean this out? Because that's why the bike won't idle. It's because this frickin' idle screw is dying. Kobe says, I like how you're keeping it real with people, because some people, and by people I mean dirt bike dealers, they'll tell you it's fine so they can sell it. That's a huge problem, right? Like dealers will just sell you whatever because it makes them money, but don't start with a 450. And Justin says, do you know why my dirt bike won't idle with the choke on, and when I turn the idle screw higher when it's warm, it idles? Well, that doesn't make sense. Your idle screw should not control how rich or lean the bike is. That has nothing to do with your idle screw. That's completely up to how your fuel mixture screw is set. but your dirt bike won't idle with the choke on. Well, if you're, well then that means, so you know you have to set your idle screw needs to be set with the bike running, with the bike warm, and with the choke turned off. That's when you set the idle. So if you want to set, just, you know, you want to make sure your idle set properly first before you go, oh, well, it's not running when I turn the choke on or turn choke, you know. So get your bike started, get it fully warmed up, then turn the choke off, and then set the idle screw, and that'll actually help you get the correct idle, and then that should help your bike idle. That help your bike run at idle. Now, another reason that your bike might not idle properly is because of literally what I'm trying to fix right now is this idle jet screw, and this is what controls the small amount of fuel when you're sitting at idle. Right here you have your main jet, and this main jet is what controls the fuel when you're on wide open throttle, but this little pilot jet, this is the jet that actually controls how your idle is going. Christian Lance 72, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the party, man. Hope you're enjoying your day. If you can go ahead and slap that like button, that'd be super appreciated and help the channel out. I know there's someone else here who just commented something. Cloaked T1MR. If you guys are watching and enjoying the stream, make sure you guys slap the like button. It's really appreciated and it really helps the channel out and gets us out to some more awesome dirt bike viewers like yourselves. Cloaked T1M4R says, that is completely right, man. When I was at the dealer, they sat me on a YZ125. Yeah, it's just like literally, you can always buy a bigger bike and get a bigger bike. But once you have the bigger bike, you have the biggest bike, and you can't, you know, it's not like, it's harder to sell it and downsize. It's much easier to buy a new one and upsize. Does anyone have any tips how I can get this needle out? I don't know. I got a pin here, but the pin's too big to fit in the idle jet. But that's what's stuck. So I guess, hold on. Well, sit this to the side. Has this O-ring shrunk yet? Because I messed this up too. Does anyone else? Yes, like the stream, boys. Small drill bit. Ooh, that's a good idea. Do I have anything small enough though? That's a really small drill bit. And how could I shrink this rubber? Anyone know how I could shrink rubber? Because I put it in, I guess I was dumb, and I put it in the carb cleaner, and now this O-ring like expanded because it's full of, I don't know, the liquid I guess made it expand, but now it's way too big and it doesn't seal correctly. So I might have screwed myself and I might have to get a new carb anyways, because I don't think I'm going to find just the seal for the idle screw. Does anyone have any tips? And some more small drill bit. Let's see if we have anything. Let's see, because even my small drill bits are like, where's the pin I was using? There's my small drill bit, right? Like, there's my pin. Like the stream, does heat shrink rubber like hot water, or is it cold? Freeze your, oh, right, Justin, freeze your seal. Oh yeah, that makes it smaller. You're right, awesome. Yes, Justin, yes. Where's that rubber seal gone to? There. You're so smart. You're so smart. Freezer, yes, boys, yes, I love you guys. Now don't let me forget it's in here, okay? Because I'm gonna look for this thing everywhere. Yes, you guys are geniuses. This is why I love having a stream. Freaking W's, boys, W's. Oh my God, I love you guys. Let's go. Okay, cool, so we'll let that happen. In the meantime, let's go ahead, we'll throw this stuff back in. Oh, I'm pumped on that. Thank you for that idea. That was absolutely genius. I love having you guys as viewers. That's awesome. So we'll throw that back in. Tighten this sucker down. Holy whoa. Ever a lot of corrosion. Ugh, nasty. I wonder if I could actually, hold on. Scrape as much of that as we can, I guess, right? God, it's nasty. I love you guys. I'm so happy I have you guys. You guys just saved my day. If that freaking shrinks up, I'll be stoked. Let's just rub that as best as we can, and then we got to see how this thing works. And if it works, then I'm gonna be stoked. Okay, so next we need, here's our pins. You guys see all that dirt and debris in there? That's all from what was inside the carb and gunking it up, which is just nasty. Anyways, so you got that, we'll set that to the side. Okay, so I believe next is, that still needs to sit to the side because we need to fix that. We need to put, if I can remember now to put this all back together. L shape goes down, then we take the float. How did this go on? And like this. Right, this thing needs to be up and on here first. There, so then I got that little pin hanging on it. That drops down, that goes in. Then we need our little pin. I'm gonna take our pin and just stick it in the side here, like so. There we go, now our floats. Yeah, back together, perfect, awesome. Okay, so, So next really is we need to get that piece that you guys just awesomely gave me the best freaking hint ever, which is to put it in the freezer. So we did that, so we gotta wait for that to come out the freezer. So in the meantime, while that's doing that, I'm gonna rinse my hand off from all this carb cleaner again, because my hands stink. Ugh. Oh, I love my truck. Look at that thing. Isn't that thing sweet? Do you think that truck's sweet? If you give me a 1 to 10. What do you guys think of this truck? Just kind of curious, you know. You guys hang out with me. What do you think of this truck? Like, this is my 4Runner that I built. I built this thing over the last 3 years. Just curious. Like, give it a 1 out of 10. What do you guys think? Curious to know. Curious to know. If you guys hate it, love it, what do you think? 9.5. Woo! Baby, you're talking. That's what I'm talking about. 9.5. Woo! Another 9.5. Damn. She must be hot or something. She must be thick in all the right places, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, we got a question, it looks like. Question coming in. Ooh. Hey, can you put your rear sprocket link? I text you on Instagram and seen you drifting 10. Yeah, just send me a message, and when the stream is over, I can go ahead and help you out with any of that. Does anyone reckon they know how to sort and export one? Ginger Ninja, did you mean to say start? 10 out of 10, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Fire! Woo! All right, let's hop into our next little project here, which is gonna be this guy. So, sorry, gas tank look empty. Let's see, let's pull over the side. No, there's definitely some fuel left. So let's see if we can. That's better, it needs to be on this side. Holy comments, Batman. Slew of comments. Hold on, we're coming, boys. We're coming. I'm coming to answer all your questions. 10 out of 10. Which bike's carb are you working on? So this carburetor is off of the Honda XR. The carburetor here, my Mikuni carburetor has been running like a top, but the carburetor that was on the Apollo or on the Honda had the pilot jet all clogged. Right here, I can't even see through it, and clearly that's why it wasn't idling very well. Oh, here goes the stream. Ooh, 10 out of 10s, boys. I appreciate all the freaking, I guess you guys like my truck. Well, that's a good thing. I put a lot of money making that stupid, I mean, not stupid, but a lot of work went into that truck to make it as cool as it is. So, how are we doing here for fuel? Is this draining out? We almost empty or what? Want to get on with the show, boys. What a good day. Having so much fun streaming with you guys today. Yes, I should definitely stream more. It's just I want to make sure I got good content for you guys to watch all the time. What are we into the stream yet? How far are we into the stream? I'm curious to know. Are we just cruising through time, or is we slowing down a bit here? Just curious to know. How are we doing? Fuel is still draining out. That's good. Need to keep letting that do its due until that's empty as can be, because we don't want fuel running all over. In the meantime, I guess we can pull off our plastics here and just make sure the comments load up here. So I messed the thing up again. Whoa. Wow, I can't believe we have this many people watching a guy like me. Hour and 20 minutes in. Oh, this is fun. I really like the front bull bar on your Jeep. Man, are you crazy? Oh, you really just call my Toyota a Jeep? You really just call my Toyota a Jeep? This, sir, is not a Jeep. But yes, thank you. This is my bar. I built this. I welded this up here in the shop. But that is definitely not a Jeep, sir. That is a Toyota. It's okay. I'm just joking. I'm just razzing you. But it is a Toyota. It's not a Jeep. Ginger Ninja says, mate to sort the chain and now... Wait, what? What? I can't even understand. Mate to sort the chain and now it won't start by kickstart and the gear 1 is like neutral. Sorry, Ginger Ninja, can you like just like rephrase that a little bit? So you're having issues with it starting? And then Colton Summerfield says, how do you like your RFZ Apollo? Well, let's just say I love it because I keep spending a bunch of money on it. Let's put it that way. I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. And at this point, I'm super glad that I did buy it. And it's just been an absolute blast to ride. So definitely do not regret picking up the Apollo RFZ. It's been a great learner's bike. I've learned a lot of skill riding the bike. And it's honestly been a really great size to learn how to do some really technical, hard off-road riding. So I'm super happy with it. Super glad I got it. Now I don't know about you guys, but how many of you guys are out working in your garages right now on dirt bikes and stuff? Because it is goddamn cold. MK2 Wild says, all the stuff to your bike can be the same mods as an SSR, right? Yeah, to my knowledge, the motor mounts are the same. So if you want to do the 150cc swap, you could do that. If you want to do the gearing change swap that I've done, you can do the gearing swap. If you want to build one of these grab handles, I'm sure you can build one of those for your SSR. I'm sure you can get the big rim upgrade for the SSR. I know you can pick up these tires for your SSR. They're down in the description if you want to check out these tires. Are some Dunlop Geomaxes. These are some brand name tires. And man, let me tell you what, these things kick some freaking butt because it's they're really sticky, but they're hard enough that when you go through like really sharp blast rock and stuff, it doesn't cut the tires up. So that's like perfect. And then Justin Garrett says, I have never seen a guy live streaming making dirt bikes. Well, here you are, man. I'm a dirt bike live streamer. You know, maybe I'm the first, probably not. But you know, hey, if you guys, that's a really good question. Do you guys watch any other dirt bike YouTubers, but not only YouTubers, ones that live stream? That's what I want to know. Have you guys watched any other dirt bike YouTuber live stream? Do you guys watch? And if you do, who are they? I would love to know who else does it because I'm always watching YouTube and I love seeing people who do dirt biking as well. And then Colton says, yeah, where I live, it's a negative 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah, well, it's definitely not here. I think here it's 6 degrees Celsius right now. But it's absolutely chilly in the garage. That's for gosh darn sure. And I feel like there was a comment I missed there. Yes, Colton says, which version of the Apollo is it? This is the Apollo RFZ, the Canadian model that came with a 125cc, and it originally did come with a 14 and a 12-inch tire. So it was the small wheel Apollo RFZ Open that was offered in Canada specifically. So this is like equivalent to if you're in the States. I believe this is the same as like an X18 Apollo, but this has the new updated frame design on this one in particular, but the engine and everything else is the same as the X18. And then there's one other comment. So my bike slid on me, chain came off. So my bike slid on me, okay, here we go, I think I got this. So my bike slid on me, the chain came off, I sorted it, mate, tightened it, did a kickstart, few minutes now it won't start, and it starts gear 2 to 4. Can someone else help this man out in the comment section? Because I need to pull this off. But if someone else has any insight to what's going on with this brother here and helping him out, that'd be ideal. Because I'm not entirely sure. It sounds like you're having an issue with your dirt bike starting. I'm sorry, it's just the English is a little hard to understand. I'll do my best to help you though. It sounds like you might need to adjust your clutch or do some clutch adjustments. If it's not grabbing and biting, that won't let your bike kickstart over. But it's kind of hard to tell from your description of what's going on there, buddy. I'd love to help you out though. One screw there, and where's the other one? Oh, that's right, it's underneath this seat. And if you guys don't have one of these grab handles on your dirt bikes, I'm telling you, man, it's so handy to have one of these when you're out in the hard enduro trails. You get in somewhere where you just like need to pick the bike up, and you just grab it right by here and just pull it. It's so handy. And it literally costs nothing. This is I made this out of a tie-down strap. So if you guys want to check that out, there is a video on that you can check out on the channel. This I could use a drink of water. We got any water? Got any water? We got any whoop-tea? I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Blue jeans. I swear I'm addicted to blue jeans. I gotta stick to this paper like loose leaf. Something like that, right? You didn't give me those lyrics there, exposed bass. I'm still waiting on it. Blue cheese, whoop-dee. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Whoop, whoop. Oh man, I wish I could play some tunes out here, but unfortunately you guys can't listen to music because, you know, copyright and whatnot, but blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. And you guys can see here, now we're exposing our little JB Weld fiasco and what happened last time. Because these gas tanks, if you guys have an Apollo RFZ and it has a metal gas tank, I'm telling you right now, they're junk. And whatever you do, don't over tighten the bolts. That's why I'm missing a bolt here, because I put a bolt in that was different and it broke the little tiny booger welds that the Apollo guys did, or whoever made these Chinesium gas tanks. We'll go ahead and pull this back and down like so, and it's out of the way. Cool, cool. Oh man, I can't wait to put this new gas tank on. It's gonna be baller. And with our final graphic piece that we've been missing. If you guys want, also, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but what do you guys never told me or let me know, but what do you guys think of the custom graphics kit that I put on my Apollo RFZ? Let me know. Curious to think, see what you guys think of it. It's super nice if Cal-Air GFX has sent it out. And if you guys are curious, there is a link down in the description. If you guys want to check out and get your own custom set of decals for your dirt bike, you guys can do that down in the description box below. They do all sorts of custom dirt bikes graphics, not only just for Apollos, but they got Suzuki's, Kawasaki's, Hondas, whatever you're riding. They got they have graphics kits for them and they can make it custom. As you guys can see, they got my name here in it and my number that I chose, and they can put any sort of like you know, any logos or any graphics on it that you want, which is super cool. So you guys can definitely go ahead, hit them up. And if you guys hit them up on Instagram, which is Cal-Air_GFX, you guys can find the description link down in the description, or if you guys want to just send me a message on Instagram. But if you guys, when you guys shout them out and give them a holler for some graphics, if you tell them I sent you, they might be able to give you a discount on the product as well. And it's super cool because I have it in like all sorts of color combinations, all sorts of thicknesses, and their graphics kits are just badass, and I'm super impressed with them. And they are working on, I asked them and have been speaking with them because you guys were asking. You guys wanted to see some Z20 Max Apollo graphics kits, so we got them. They are working on that. They just needed some people with Apollo Z20s to actually test fit some graphics kits. So if any of you guys are local down in the States and want a graphics kit to be a tester, to actually see if you know, how their graphics kit work and test it out on your dirt bike, just go ahead and you should hit them up and let them know that you check out the videos here and they can hook you up. MK2 Wild says, is it okay to use semi-synthetic oil in these Chinese bikes? I heard you have to use non-synthetic oil. Well, how about this? Does this answer your description? Does this answer your question? This is exactly what I use in my dirt bike, and I've used it since day one. It's a synthetic blend. This is a semi-synthetic oil that I use in all my dirt bikes. This is the go-to stuff. No, I've had zero issues with it in my Apollo RFZ, and I wouldn't want to use anything else. This is what like all my dirt bike friends recommend, and that they've all used. I use it, and this is like what we swear by is this Repsol, as well as this, if I have any left. If you don't have Repsol, it should be linked down in the description. This is the other stuff that I really like using. This is a more expensive version of oil, but this is the other oil that I used to use in my dirt bike all the time, and it's a semi-synthetic Maxima Syn blend. So this stuff should be linked down in the description if you want to pick some of this up. This stuff is really good, nice oil. This oil is kind of cool because this one actually has a spout inside the bottle, right? So you can pour that down, and then when you're done, it folds down inside the bottle and goes into the lid, which is, I think, is pretty cool. But yeah, either of these oils, they're both semi-synthetic blends. So yeah, you can use that in your Chinese bike, no worries whatsoever. And honestly, I would recommend using a semi-synthetic blend. Okay, next, we got that off. Fuel is almost drained. So this is where we're gonna need a set of, am I missing? No, the chat's up. Yeah, the chat's up, we're good. Okay, this is where we're gonna need a set of pliers or little vice grippy scripts. Where are vice grips? These guys. Gonna need these. Okay, so we'll pull these guys out. And all we're gonna do is I'm just gonna use the vice grips to pinch on the fuel line after I pull this little tab up, like this. or maybe we'll just go up here like this. It'll actually probably be easier for us. I'm just gonna get it so it's not biting super tense, but I'm just getting it so it pinches off the fuel line so any extra fuel doesn't come just like pouring out. And then Justin Gert says, do you know how my dirt bike transmission blew up? Yeah, if it's the same issue that I had with my dirt bike, what happened is inside, okay, I can't visibly show you right now, but I do have a video. If you go to my channel, it's called, I believe it's called How Fast Will a Chinese Dirt Bike Blow Up? And in that video, I show you the exact issue of what's going on. And long story short, there's two different things that are going on with your transmission right now. One of two things. You are either lucky and the transmission is bound currently, because I had that where the transmission was bound and it was in like an infinite neutral. Or sorry, no, when it was bound, it wasn't shifting at all. It would stay in like second gear, but it was like neutral and I couldn't shift the shift lever at all. The shift lever was actually like jammed. And that was the shift star wheel. There's like a little wheel that rotates and there's this thing that like clack, clack, clack. As you like shift, it pushes on this arm to rotate this star, right? And what happened is like I went to push it and there's a piece of the casing that the arm, when it was rotating back on the star, it would rotate back and then got bound back. So then you could never grab the star wheel anymore. I know it's really rudimentary just with my hands, but that's what happened. This thing used to grab this and rotate it and rotate it and rotate it. Well, one time it went back and it went up and it got bound against the casing because it was slightly bent, and the casing has this like contour on it and it was getting caught on the casing contour. Now, after we fixed that problem, we put a little, all we did to fix that was we went and we put a spacer on the end of the shifts. So what was happening is this golden rod that comes out of the engine casing was moving side to side. And when it moves side to side, that arm moves side to side that's inside the casing that was rolling that star wheel. So we put a spacer on there to keep it pushed out so it wasn't getting bound. And it worked for a while. I went out for another like 5 rides and I had no issues. And then I went for the last ride, hoorah, with the 125. And I didn't try and blow it up. I wasn't trying to break it or anything. And we went out riding